All right, welcome to page 42. Here you can see that two fair coins are tossed simultaneously. We have coin 1 and we have coin 2. We want to find all the possibilities when coin 1 is tossed. It could be a heads or it could be a tails. For the second coin, it could also be a heads or it could be a tails. Let's run through a few scenarios. We're going to call this a set. When we flip the first coin, we might get heads. And for the second coin, we might get heads again. All right. Another set could possibly be for the first coin, we have heads. And for the second coin, we have tails. We're going to redo this again, except for now, instead of heads, we're going to switch it to the other option. So for coin number 1, we could have tails. And then for this option, let's write heads. And there's one last option possible, tails and tails. And those are all of our possibilities. All right, find the probability of showing heads on the first coin. Remember that our formula is probability equals desired over total. So for this question, the probability of coin number 1 showing a heads. How many of these options are heads? There's only one. That's your desired. What about the total? How many options do we have in total? We have 1 and we have 2. So your answer is P equals 1 over 2. All right, for number 3, we have find the probability of showing tail on the second coin. So we're going to repeat this same process, except this time with coin number 2. So here we have P equals desired over total. P equals. Find the probability of showing tails on the second coin. All right, how many of our options are tails for the second coin? We only have one option for tails. And in total, there are 2 options. Both of these questions are the same. Half. You have about a 50% chance. For this question here, find the probability of showing at least one heads. All right, so here we're going to go P equals desired over total. P equals, find the probability of showing at least heads, or of showing at least one head. All right, looking at our total amount of flips, how many options do we have? One, two, three. There's a total of four possibilities. Four total possibilities. So we're going to write a 4 total. What we're looking for is find the probability of showing at least one head in these four scenarios. For the first scenario, do we have at least one head? Yep. So we got one desired, ready to go. Is there at least one head in this one? There is. Our number is now up to 2. Is there a heads in this scenario? There is. So we're up to 3. Are there any heads in this last scenario? No. So we are not going to count this one towards our desired. So our 3 number goes here on the desired portion. All right. For this final question, it is going to be a very similar process. Desired over total. Oops. Let's get our equation ready. Find the probability of not showing only tails. We're going to go back to the top here. How many possible outcomes are there? There's 4. So we're going to write our total on the bottom. We're going to try and find the probability of not showing tails. All right, for this first scenario, is it not showing any tails? Yes, it is not showing any tails. So we have 1. Option number 2. Are there, I guess the question is saying, only tails. Is this option only tails? No, it is not only tails. So we can increase our desired number to 2. What about this third option? Is it only tails? Nope. So we can increase our desired number to 3. What about this fourth option? Is this fourth option only tails? It is. So we are not going to count this number towards our desired. So let's put this 3 right there. All right. Good job for sticking with me on this page. I will see you on page 43.